Now we're going to move on with the final progress report from the city of Izmir in Turkey. They're going to present a report and also, as part of this, to request a change in the location from that which was originally approved. I'll turn that off. And so important for the members to take notice of this new request, which will be considered during the general meeting tomorrow. So I'm very pleased. First of all, there will be a video shown, and then after that, I'd be very pleased that we will welcome the Izmir Metropolitan Municipality Mayor, Mr. Tunç Soyer. And so thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to your presentation this afternoon. Thank you.
I have been here for 8,500 years on the shore of a gulf, throbbing like a heart in the Mediterranean. People from all over the world met at my harbors. They sang together, danced zeybek and flourished commerce. The roots of philosophy are embedded in my land. Oldest stories of humanity, Iliad and Odyssey, traveled the world from here. Democracy, the secret of living in harmony, has thrived in my town squares. I went through poverty and countless disasters. Time and time again, I have managed to stay safe and cherish life anew. Traces of history and nature continue to breathe through me. With all its glory and warmth. Today, once again, I embrace life to the fullest, witness new stories and unforgettable moments, together with my streets, my sea, and fertile land. Time for Izmir.
Esteemed AIPH President, General Secretary, dear members of the AIPH, dear colleagues, as the Mayor of Izmir, I'm very grateful to AIPH for giving Izmir the opportunity to organizing this major global event. We are also very grateful to AIPH for giving us the possibility of making us this presentation here. And I also wish success to all Expo organizers who are in this hall for the future. Living in harmony with each other, with nature, with the past, and with the change of life are the key principles of our city, Izmir. We are envisaging a city development program that is based on living in harmony with all aspects of life. Therefore, the theme of Expo Izmir is also living in harmony, and we would like to create a unique Expo site where we can showcase living in harmony with each other and with the nature. At our Expo site, we will demonstrate the history of horticulture from past to future. As many of you know, Anatolia is one of the origins of horticultural design. Countless horticultural plants and agricultural crops originate from Anatolia, Turkey. So, using this historical record of the city of Izmir, we will take away our visitors to the origins of horticultural design. But we plan to mirror the future of horticulture and show how horticulture can develop itself in the era of climate crisis. Therefore, our Expo site will function as a strong link between the past and the future. Izmir is located as the western part of Turkey, being a typical Mediterranean city. It has been a harbor city for thousands of years. In fact, it's a city where people are living in continuously with no interruption for the last 8,500 years. Being a harbor city, Izmir has been accessible to different people from all around the world for centuries, and the character of the city still reflects this diversity. Izmir is the home of living in harmony. Currently, you can get direct flights to Izmir from 35 different countries. It is the largest metropole along the Turkish coast, sheltering 4.5 million inhabitants. 1.5 billion people are able to reach our city by taking a flight not longer than 3.5 hours. Izmir is a city where trade, industry, tourism, and agriculture nurture each other. One significant segment of Izmir's agriculture sector is horticulture, and we embrace the largest ornamental plants community of Turkey. So we will use this existing know-how and capacity to turn the Expo Izmir event into a global milestone. Expo will also help to grow our plant producers. In fact, Izmir is a well-known city for creating unique and conceptual parks. The oldest and the greatest of those parks is Kültür Park. The culture park that was established in the center of Izmir 86 years ago. With Expo 2026, we would like to establish a large area with even more fascinating components in the heart of our city. We will definitely use our know-how about developing complex green areas. One of the leading actors of our Expo project will be our own Expo company agency. AIPH is Turkey's leading fair company, operating for more than 40 years. The first trade fair in Turkey started in Izmir and has been organized without interruption for 90 years. Even in the times of Second World War, it never closed its doors. We organize 31 international exhibitions and more than 100 events throughout a year. At our trade fairs, we welcome 1.5 million visitors and 8,000 exhibiting companies per year. AIPH is going to lead the coordination of our Expo project, and it is currently based in the largest and most modern fair center of Turkey. Another municipal organization in this project will be İzdoğa, which is active in the conceptual design of the project and composition of our unique Expo area. İzdoğa will play a key role for the preparation of the master plan and turning our project site into a green corridor with a peculiar horticultural design. The project will be carried out also in cooperation with other key actors of the city. That includes Chamber of Commerce, Chamber of Industry, Stock Exchange, and exporter unions in Izmir. This diagram shows our management team. We have a well-established and dedicated management team coordinated by AIPH. Our management team regularly reports me as the mayor of the city. We will share this presentation with you in a dossier, but this is a very broad time plan about how we would like to proceed. If you have any questions about the details of time plan, my colleagues will answer. But this very unique part of this timetable is the Expropriation Program, which we are hoping to complete by the beginning of 2024. For the first time in the history of Izmir, we are going to expropriate large abundant industrial areas and convert these into a green area, the Expo Izmir site. It will cost about 32 million euros. The location of Expo Izmir, on which we have agreed with AIPH inspection team, is Yeshidere Valley. This unique area extends in the southern part of the city. Yeshidere is a stream with outstanding historical and natural record, which has been among the primary water sources of Izmir. Yet, the valley suffered from unplanned urbanization of 40-50 years. In fact, Yeshidere means green stream. And now we will restore this area and make it once again a green corridor where we live in harmony with nature. In our Expo area, we will reflect 4 themes connected with each other. At the center of these 4 themes, of course, living in harmony. In our site, first theme will be the origins of horticulture. The second component will be the seed resilience. Here we will have the demonstration areas of seed resilience connecting past, present, and future. Third, we will discuss the climate resilience and horticultural issues. And finally, we will have exhibition areas about the future of horticulture. All those 4 components will come together and they will form our Expo site. We will also have 3 plant continents coming together in our Expo site. One will be the Asian steppe vegetation. The other is Mediterranean vegetation, and the third is the Euro-Siberian plant continent. These different continents will come together at our Expo site that naturally shelters an outstanding climatic diversity suitable for those phytogeographic regions. Origins of horticulture. Many ornamentals and agricultural plants that humanity uses derived from the 3 plant continents which meet in Turkey. Under this theme of the exhibition, the plants that originally spread out from this geography to the world will be observed. Olive, almond, wheat, pear, plum, cherry, etc. Seed resilience. The seed resilience section will be devoted to the philosopher Anaxagoras of Urla, Izmir, who made the first definition of seed as one of the essence of the life on earth. Here, innovative projects will be included to protect the seeds from the past in new global economic system. The seeds will be exhibited in the area made in the form of Noah Ark. Climate resilience. Cities in the Mediterranean region, such as Izmir, will experience even more water stress in the coming years. Under these circumstances, landscaping with less water consumption plans is one of the most important issues in the world. In this section, climate-friendly landscaping examples will be exhibited. The future of horticulture. In this section, the future of landscape design will be positioned as a collaboration that considers climatic and other natural conditions rather than being just a creative process alone. Implementation examples of basic approaches, such as location-specific design techniques, turning microclimates into sustainable gardens, shifting design from creation to cooperation, and gardens for food will be presented. The valley is located between the 2 very highly populated areas of the city. Currently, this area is partially parks, green areas, but also partially abundant industrial and settlement areas. We will turn this entire area into a large, continuous green corridor within the city, which is at the heart of the city. The green corridor vision of the city of Izmir goes beyond this Expo site, which I will explain in a minute. Now we see the drone visuals of our area. This is the very southern starting point of our Expo site. You see a remnant of a natural Mediterranean forest here. We will use this area as the starting point of our Expo site. Then, as you see, a highway divides our site into two parts. We will build ecological pedestrian bridges to connect these parts. Obviously, we will also use different techniques to avoid noise originating from this land. You can see while we go further north from south, we have the famous mosque that will become a landmark of our Expo site, the Mosque of Atatürk. And this area you see to the left is the area where expropriation is already completed. This will form a key green part of Expo area. To the right-hand side, you see a small mosque with some partially abandoned buildings which forms a part of our expropriation program. At the middle of the site, you also see there are seasonal stream. We will restore this stream passing through the Expo site. Finally, here you see the buffer zone which surrounds our Expo site. This buffer area, which will form a transition zone between the road and the Expo site. So you see here the exact location of our Expo site, where it exactly stands in Izmir and in Turkey. The site is very close to the airport and has direct railway access both to the airport and to the harbor. We are currently establishing a new metro station which will be right in the center of the Expo site. So the Expo site will be accessible very easily by public transport and rail connection from the city center to the airport. You see on this map how well connected is this area with the public transport lines. We will also connect the site to bikers from the direction of Alsancak. With this project, we would like not only to make an Expo site for a temporary period, but we also create a massive and unique recreational area for our city and for our future generations. This map shows different sub-segments of the Yeshidere Valley, the green stream, in other words, the Meres Creek. Here you see the deadlines we set for our expropriation program at the Expo site. Yes, as you have seen from the drone visuals, what makes our site a unique Expo site is that there is a way passing through the site and, of course, minimizing the visual and noise impact of the road will be an issue. Here you see a conceptual design of our team for this area to reduce visual and noise impact of the road. I have to let you know that this Expo site is not something standalone. We have a comprehensive green corridor plan for our city. Green Stream Yeshidere is one of them, connecting Eastern Green Corridor with this southern one. You see here the entire Green Corridors plan of the city of Izmir. Maybe I should mention the one from east to south. The entire Green Corridors plan of the city to all directions. The idea behind these corridors is to allow ecological diffusion between the countryside and the urban part of the city. We would like people to be able to access from the center of the city to the rural areas, but also natural species to access the city parks through these ecological corridors. In order to achieve this, we use natural vegetation to design and establish our corridors, and this Expo site forms the core of the green infrastructure of our city. Here you see the Northern Ecological Corridor and the detailed projection we made for this region. Obviously, we use river as natural corridors. We also have an intensive marketing strategy. We will actively use all type of media, outdoor, digital, or all other means to promote Expo 2026 Izmir. As I mentioned before, İzfaş, our fair company, is a very highly qualified organization to do that. Surely, we will also use social media and YouTube channels to increase the visibility and marketing of our Expo. We will also have a detailed press management for the project, not only by 2026, but starting from the forthcoming months, we will start promoting our Expo project. We are expecting 4.7 million Expo visitors and at least 30 participants countries, 100 international delegation, more than 200 companies, more than 200 events, and more than 100 conferences and workshops are to be expected to join or to take place at our Expo project. So we are looking forward to see you all in Izmir, not only by 2026, but maybe at the preparation period. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Thank you for your patience.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation and introducing the new site to us in Izmir. It's really good to see the way that you are seeing this project as a way of bringing the ecological corridors into the city, making the Expo in one area have an impact throughout the city. And that really is something we like to see. Also, the way you are looking to use the Expo to regenerate an area that needs that, and an Expo is a tool to be able to do that, to improve it for the future. But I wonder if anyone here has any questions. Okay, we've got a question, Audrey. They've got a microphone coming.
Thanks, Audrey from AIPH, Technical Advisor. That was a really fascinating introduction to Izmir and to your Expo. The question for me is, Izmir is a recognised green city with the EBRD and has a city green city action plan. How does this Expo fit into your green city action plan to develop Izmir for the future and for your citizens as a green city?
Thank you so much. This project is also placed in this plan. So what we have, what EBRD approved, our ecological plan, is also including this Expo site. So they will feed each other, this project and our Green City Plan project, EBRD. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? No, good. I think one of the things that you highlighted, and we appreciate that you drew attention to the fact that your site has a road going through it. But you're already thinking about the creative solutions of how to minimize the impact of that within the Expo site. And that was, I know, something that the inspection team were keen for you to do, and you've responded to that, so we thank you for that as well. So thank you very much to the team from Izmir. Mayor Soyer, thank you, and we'll leave it for that. Thank you.